Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, good evening and greetings of the day, my dear students. In this series is meant for grade 10 chapter test. This series is for chapter test 2.1. What does 2.1 tells? Second chapter and first test. So that means you will have multiple tests. Okay. So the second chapter is polynomials, right? See, my dear students, I already told you people. See, please, I will help you out. Now you are going to face periodic test one, and in periodic test one you will be having four chapters, right? So if you make sure and do hard work and master the first four chapters, it will be easier for you for PT2, because in PT2 examination you will be having eight chapters. Since you have already mastered the first four chapters, then during PT2 you have to focus on only the next four chapters, and you can revise. And moreover, as I told you, I will help you with PQED problems, practice questions every day, so that you can recall the concepts. Okay, so make sure that you do practice questions every day. Understood? So that your concepts, you don't forget them easily. And in between, I'll give you chapter test, which makes you perfect in these chapters. So let us go further. Chapter test. First question: polynomials. Sum of zeros of polynomial 5x minus 7x square plus 3. What do we know? Sum of zeros. Sum of zeros alpha plus, if alpha and beta are zeros, so alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, right? So we have studied in polynomials the relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and coefficients of the polynomial, right? So blindly don't go 5x minus 7x square plus 3. What is the standard form of polynomial, my dear students? It is ax square plus bx plus c. It is the polynomial, right? So do you have x square here first? No. So let us write minus 7x square. And what is the sign of 5? Plus. So plus 5x. And what is in place of c? So 3. Now we know that if it is given for 2 marks, so then write the steps. We know that, so sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Now what is a here, my dear students? A is equal to minus 7, and b is equal to 5, and c is equal to 3. So that implies alpha plus beta is equal to minus of, what is b? 5 divided by, what is a? Minus 7. So you have minus in numerator as well as denominator. So minus divided by minus, positive. So the sum of zeros is 5 by 7. Okay, this will be asked for MCQs or MCQs. Okay, if it is asked for 2 mark question, then write the steps. Otherwise, it's very simple. Make sure that you write the given polynomial in ax square plus bx plus c. Is it clear? The second question states that if alpha and beta are zeros of the polynomial 3x square plus 6x plus k, okay, such that alpha beta is equal to 2 by 3, then k is what? See here, polynomial is given and also condition is given. So what is this condition? So given alpha plus alpha beta is equal to 2 by 3. See, when you write, you should realize and recognize that alpha plus beta is sum of zeros and alpha beta is product of zeros, right? So now what is sum of zeros? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, right? So first, what is a here? A is equal to 3, and b is equal to 6, and c is equal to k, right? A is what? Coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is the constant, right? Now that is equal to minus, what is b? 6 by, what is a? 3. Understood? So 6 by 3. You keep it like this. Now alpha beta. Alpha beta is equal to product of zeros is equal to C by A. What is C? K. K divided by what is A? 3. My dear students, see this you should understand. 6 by 3. I would have done 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, right? But since I have to add sum of zeros and product of zeros, and 3, I have what is C? C is not the multiple of 3, right? Therefore, it is K by 3. So when I add these two, 3 and 3, like fractions, so it will be easier, right? That is the reason I have not cancelled. So now that implies alpha plus alpha beta is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, not implies. So that implies what is alpha plus beta? Minus 6 by 3 plus what is alpha beta? K by 3 is equal to 2 by 3. So since I have like fractions, that means same denominators. Can I take it as common denominator? Minus 6 plus k is equal to 2 divided by 3. On left hand side you have one term, and right side also I have one term. I don't have two terms, right? So therefore, can I cancel these two? That means if I transpose it, it goes to numerator 3 and 3 and gets cancelled. So that implies what is left out? Minus 6 plus k is equal to 2. And since I need k, so I transpose minus 6 to other side. So it will become, already it is 2 plus 6, that is equal to k is equal to 8. See, these calculations everybody can do. But the thing you have to recognize in this problem is alpha plus beta. Whenever you see it is sum of zeros, alpha beta it is product of zeros. So this problem, the concept is sum of zeros and the product of zeros, right? The third question of chapter test is find the quadratic polynomial having zeros minus root 5 by 2 and plus root 5 by 2. My dear students, it's very simple. See, actually, this question can be asked in two ways. What is that? So, find the quadratic or find the quadratic polynomial with zeros like this, or sometimes they will give you find the quadratic polynomial with sum of zeros as something and product of zeros as something. So be careful, okay? Zeros and sum of zeros and product of zeros is entirely different. So now what do we know? Quadratic polynomial is x squared minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros, right? So that means we have to find out sum of zeros. So what is given? So given alpha is equal to minus square root of 5 by 2 and beta is equal to square root of 5 by 2. So now let us find out sum of zeros. Now sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, that is equal to minus square root of 5 by 2 plus square root of 5 by 2. My dear students, when you add the two same things with a negative and positive, the answer is 0, right? Now, what is product of zeros? Alpha beta. So that is equal to minus square root of 5 by 2 times square root of 5 by 2. See, can I write it as minus square root of 5 by 2 whole square? The whole square will be only for root 5 by 2 because minus is not repeating, only root 5 by 2 is repeating. So therefore, square and square root gets cancelled. So what is the answer? Minus 5 by 2. Do you understand, my dear students? So therefore, you got S and P. So therefore, quadratic polynomial is equal to x squared minus sum of zeros is 0, 0 times x plus product of 0 is minus 5 by 2. So that implies x squared, 0 into anything is 0, plus into minus is minus, minus 5 by 2. Understood, my dear students? Quadratic polynomial. Okay, let us go for the next problem. Students, let us see the fourth question. If sum of zeros of polynomial 2x square minus k root 2x plus 1 is root 2, what is the value of k? So what is given? Sum of zeros is given. So solution, Sum of zeros means what? Alpha plus beta is equal to root 2, right? And how can we write it? It can be written as minus b by a. Am I right? It is the relation. This is the relation, right? Now, what is a? A is equal to 2 and b is equal to coefficient of x. That means minus k root 2. Okay, and c is equal to 1. So we got a, b, c. So that implies alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta means sum of zeros. Sum of zeros is equal to root 2 is equal to b minus b by a, right? Minus what is b? Minus k root 2 divided by what is a? 2. Is it right? So now let us see, that implies root 2 is equal to minus into minus plus k root 2 divided by 2. Okay. Now let us transpose 2. It is in denominator, it comes to numerator and becomes multiplication. And this is in multiplication, it comes to denominator, right? So that is equal to 2 into root 2. 2 root 2. And this root 2, when it comes to denominator, it is divided is equal to k. Root 2 and root 2 gets cancelled. Therefore, k is equal to 2. See, my dear students, seeing this roots and everything, don't get panicked. You just apply the concept, you will understand it. Okay. So, find the zeros of x square plus 4x by 3 minus 5 by 3. It's a new kind of problem. So let us find out by splitting of middle terms. Okay, in polynomial we have a splitting of middle terms, right? So we can do in that manner. Just now while writing, I just got a weird idea. See, how to do split the middle terms? Multiply the coefficient of x square and the quotient and the constant, right? So 1 into minus 4 by 3, 1 into minus 4 by 3, it is minus 4 by 3, right? So what are the factors of it? So 1 into 4 by 3. If I add 1 into 4 by 3, here what happens? 3 ones are 3, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 by 3. Do you have? No. And if you subtract 1 minus 4 by 3, because 1 is smaller than 4 by 3, right? So 4 by 3 minus 1. So 3 ones are 3. 4 minus 3 is 1 by 3. So it is also 1, it doesn't work. Then I got an idea, 2 times 2 by 3, because 2 into 2, 4, 4 by 3, right? So when I add 3 twos are 6, 6 minus 2, sorry, 6 plus 2 is 8 by 3, but I have 4 by 3. Now let us subtract, 3 twos are 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 by 3. When I subtract, it is coming. And if I keep negative over here. So can I write it as 2x minus 2x by 3? I think so. 3 twos are 6x, right? 6x minus 2x is 4x by 3. So I got this idea just now. So can we do it? So the given solution, it can be written as x square plus 2x minus 2x by 3 minus 4 by 3. Is it fine? So that is equal to, which is common here. See, if you don't know how to take common, it's very easy. X square you write it as x into x, and 2x you write it as 2 into x. So x is common. So I take it x, and in first term it is x, and in the second term it is plus 2. Since I got plus over here, I have to make sure that I get plus also here. So since minus is common, let me take minus common. And minus 2 by 3 and 4 by 3. 3 is common in denominators. And here, can I have 2 also common? So can I take 2 by 3 common? So if I take 2 by 3, what is left out? X. And here, minus I have taken, so it is plus. And 2 into 2, 4. Therefore, 2 is common. Now, in these two terms, which is common? That is equal to x plus 2 is common. So when I take x plus 2, x is left out. Minus 2 by 3. Is it right? Now, this I have done factorization. I have written in the product of factors. Now, what to do? You have to find the zeros. In order to find the zeros, p of x for zeros, equate polynomial to 0. So when I equate, that implies x plus 2 times x minus 2 by 3 equals 0. When I multiply two factors and if it becomes 0, that means either one of them is 0 or both can be 0. So let me write. So that implies x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 2 by 3 is equal to 0. So plus 2 when I transpose, x is equal to minus 2, comma, minus 2 by 3 when I transpose, it will be plus 2. Understood, my dear students? So yes, if you do your calculations by your own, along with me, you can write running notes. But if you do calculations like this by your own, you will get ideas. I got the idea, right? While giving the problem, I don't know. I have never seen the solution. Okay, so you will also get the ideas if you do it by yourself. Yes, let us see the second question of section B. You have to find zeros of the polynomial. What is the polynomial again? 4x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, let us see the same way, splitting of middle terms. Multiply the coefficient of x square and constant. So 4 6 are 24. Let us try to find out the, what is that called as, factors. So 124 is 24, but when we add 1 and 24, it will be 25. So it is not there. If you subtract 24 minus 1, it is 23. So it is not there. So two twelves. So let us see, two twelves are, and 14 subtract 10. Then 3 8s are 24. Add 11, subtract 5. Yes, it is there, sir. So, but here you have negative 5. So, if I put minus, yes, 3x minus 8x, it will be minus 5x. But when I multiply, will it be plus 24? No. So, therefore, this will not work. 6 fours are 24. Here, will it work out? So 4 6 are 24. If I add, it will be 10, and if I subtract, it will be 2. So this will also not work out. So what to do, sir? So minus 5x, right? So so 112, 124, 2 12s, 3 8s are 24, 4 6 are 24. So there is no other case. So how to find out? Let us go to formula. Okay, finding zeros using quadratic equation formula. So minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. What is discriminant? B square minus 4ac. Let us find out. Okay, let me write actually daily. I am forgetting the step. So a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 6. Let us see what is b square. Minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 4 into 6. So b square is what? 25 minus 4 4 are 16, 16 6 are 96. So you will have 96 minus 25, it is minus 71. So since it is minus 71, what do you have? You will have zeros, but which zeros you will have? You will have non-real rows, right? So let us find out. X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, you will write it as, now you will have imaginary roots, right? So minus 61, you will have imaginary. So therefore, what are the zeros of this polynomial? You will have no real roots. No real roots. Understood? Or no real, the zeros are not, we cannot find out real zeros. Understood, my dear students? So let us see the next problem. Alaikum warahmatullah. Students, my dear friends, I was about to rub and write the next problem. I have seen that it is not plus 6, it is minus 6. So if it is minus 6, okay, 4 into minus 6 is minus 24, and if I have these two, 3 into minus 8, it is minus 24. So I can write the middle term as 3 3x minus 8x, right? So if it is plus, you will not find. But okay, so how can I write this middle term? 3x minus 8x. So let us rewrite it. So p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x minus 8x and minus 6. Now, what is common in 4x square and 3x? If you don't know, 4 into x and 3 into x, which is common? X is common. So let us take x common. What is left out? 4x plus 3. And in 8x and 6, if you don't know, minus 2 into 2 x and 6 minus 2 into 3, which is common here. Minus is common, 2 is common. So let us take minus 2 common. What will be left out? 2 2s are 4, 4 into x, 4x and plus 3. Understood? So now in these two terms, which is common? 4x plus 3 is common. Let us take it as 4x plus 3 times x minus 2. So in order to find for zeros of polynomial, equate polynomial to 0. That implies 4x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 0. That implies 4x plus 3 is equal to 0 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So that implies x is equal to minus 3 by 4 comma minus 2. When you transpose, it will be plus 2. So these are the zeros. Understood, my dear students? Let us go for the next problem. Here I want to tell you one thing. See, whenever you don't get the answer, okay, in the previous one, you got non-real roots, right? Do not get panicked. Do the problem and recheck the question whether you have written this correct question or not. Understood? Don't panic. Follow the concepts. You will get the answer. And wherever, if you are not getting the answer, then just check it whether the question you have copied the question right or wrong. Okay. Let us go for the next problem. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. Now, the question given is find the quadratic polynomial whose sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros are 5 comma minus 6 respectively. Also, find the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. See, quadratic polynomial, we know that what is the form of quadratic polynomial? It is x square minus sum of 0 into x plus product of 0. So therefore, p of x is equal to x square. And what do you have as sum? 5. So it is minus 5x. And what do you have as product? Plus of minus 6. That means minus 6. This is what polynomial. Now we have to find the zeros, right? Let us see uh, when we uh, when we find the product of coefficient of x square and the constant, it is 1 into minus 6 is minus 6. Let us see 2 3s are 6. And what do you have here? You have, but 2 3s are 6, positive 6. But when we add, we get negative 6. Is it a negative 5? Right. So when I keep negative with 3, so 2 3s are, it is minus 6. But when I add these two, what happens? So 2 minus 3, it will become minus 1. So it is not getting satisfied. Is it right? But when I subtract these two, when I subtract this one from this, minus 3x, no, it will not work out. So let us go to the other factors. 1 6 are 6. So, but it is positive. I have to get, if I subtract them, I'll get negative 5. So, in order to get negative 5, for the bigger number, if I get minus, so will I get negative 5? Yes. 1 plus of minus 6. That means 1 minus 6 is minus 5, right? And when I multiply these two, 1 into minus 6 is minus 6. So I can write the middle term as 1x minus 6x, right, middle? So let us write x square plus 1x minus 6x minus 6. So what is common here? X is common. So it is x plus 1. And here both you have minus and 6 common. So when I take minus 6x, and here you have nothing, that means into minus 1, into 1. So it will be plus 1. So what will happen here? What is common? X plus 1 is common in both. So let us take x plus 1 common. And what do you have here? X minus. So you factorized the given polynomial as x plus 1 into x minus. And for zeros, what we are supposed to do? For zeros, p of x is equal to equate p of x to 0. That implies x plus 1 times x minus 6 is equal to 0. So that implies what is x plus 1? X is equal to minus 1, and x minus 1 is equal to 0 means it will be plus 6. So these are the zeros. Alpha is equal to minus 1 and beta is equal to 6. I hope you understood. Yeah, this video is of 26 minutes. So let me explain the remaining concepts in the next video. Okay. Today I'm feeling a little bit feverish, so I may explain tomorrow morning. Okay. So tomorrow morning I'll post it. Okay, after Fajr, and I'll update you the schedule of the remaining revision classes for all the three chapters. Okay, take care. Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. Bye.